What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from anything that I've done before, but I'm super excited for it. I feel like I say that at the beginning of every video, but I get so excited to come on here and talk to all of you. So today we are going to be getting our decor and treats ready for a Harry Potter marathon. So I am going to be watching movies 5, 6, 7, and I think it's like part 2 of 7. I don't know if it's considered 8 or whatever. Anyway, from movie 5 on with Cooper and his sister, and I'm super excited and we're just going all out. I haven't told her about the decorations that I'm doing yet because I kind of wanted to surprise her. So we went and got all the materials today and we're gonna go ahead and get all of these things together. I've never done any of this before. I made it all super budget friendly. I spent a good chunk of the morning just going through YouTube videos and just finding like DIY Harry Potter decor, budget friendly things to do. We have a lot to do today, so let's go ahead and let's get started on making this place like Hogwarts. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create the brick wall that they see, or like the little entrance to Hogwarts that they see in the train station. And I'm gonna put it behind the TV, and if I have enough, I'm gonna put it in our entryway so that you have to like walk through, like it parts and you walk through into our living room and our kitchen. So I got this craft paper from Walmart and it was just by the moving boxes, and this was $5 and it's a good amount. It's 75 square feet. It looks like a good bit, so I think we'll be okay. And then I also got this matte acrylic paint, quick drying apple barrel. It's barn red, and this was like 50 something cents. I think like 54 or 59 cents. And we're gonna create a brick wall, like I said, but I didn't realize that the sponge that I had is not square, and it needs to be square for a brick. So I'm just gonna have to like cut it to where it's like a rectangle. And then I just got like a paper plate to put the paint on, and all we're gonna do is put the paint in the middle and just wiggle the sponge and just stamp it basically. So okay, so this is where we are so far. It's actually looking really good. I'm kind of proud of it. Problem is, I'm a ding dong and I only bought one paint, so learn from me. Make sure you get 2 things of paint. I'm gonna go get more. And then also make sure you take off your rings because I used the wrong side of the sponge, which brings me to another tip. Use the yellow side of the sponge, not the green. I used the green and got it all over my hands, but it's a water-based paint, so it comes off super easily. But just make sure, for 1, use the yellow side of the sponge. 2, get 2 things of paint, and 3, take off rings if you have rings. It just will protect them. But we're gonna need to keep going because it's gonna have to go on this arch right here and all the way to the floor, which it is currently not long enough to do. So yeah, we're gonna have to get some more paint and make more, which I've done a good bit. Like, that's a lot of brick wall. So while that brick is drying and right before I go get some more paint, I'm going to go ahead and just paint the snitches that we're gonna do. I wanted to go ahead and do that because I'm gonna have to add the wings later, and I wanted to go ahead and get them painted so that they dry. So from the dollar store, I got these little foam balls. They were just where the paint and everything are, but it's 6 of them and they were $1. And I just picked up some paint brushes and then this gold paint. So, and then I'm gonna make the wings out of just white paper, and I'll probably just attach that with tape somehow. I haven't thought that far ahead, we'll figure it out, but let's go ahead and let's get these painted so they can start drying. It's the next day. Everything that you saw last night was, I was up until probably like 1:30 doing all of that stuff, so I was up pretty late. It's bright and early. Cooper's sister Liz is gonna be here anytime soon. She has no idea that we're decorating, so I really need to get myself together here, and we need to get everything hung up before she gets here. So we just got back from the store because we had to go get butterbeer ingredients, so I'm going to show you really quickly everything already dried and everything like that, because that was the main point of doing all of that last night, is so that all of it could dry overnight and be ready to go by morning. So let me show you really quick. The kitchen is a disaster, so please just disregard that. It represents my mind right now. So I have those two tall vertical brick papers that are gonna hang both there to walk through, and then I printed off, I'll have all these linked below and where I got them. So I have two 9 3/4 signs. So one is gonna go on the horizontal brick over here. It's gonna get taped onto this sign and it's going to just hang above the TV, and then the other one is going to go between these two. So it's like you're going into Hogwarts, so it's gonna be cool. And then I printed off this leaky cauldron. I'm going to cut out the circle and I'm going to tape it hanging below the microwave, like the kitchen is the leaky cauldron. And then the little snitch things are still sort of wet. If you're gonna use this paint, I would suggest leaving it overnight because it took a super long time to dry, or just use a different paint in general instead of this one. It's obviously $1, so it's not the highest quality, but it's fine. So we need to tape the wings onto those. And as you saw, I stained these wanted posters, I'll link these as well, with coffee, and they dried overnight and they came out so cool. I think they look old and they're really nice. This is going to be a label for a book. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it, but I printed it out just in case. But yeah, these came out super cool. We crinkled them before putting them in the coffee, so we crinkled them, straightened them back out, and then dipped them in the coffee, and then they dried. So, and then this is everything for the Butterbeer. I don't really care if this isn't done by the time she gets here. It might be kind of fun to make it with her. So, but this is our Butterbeer ingredients. Super simple, only 4 ingredients. So now we have to get everything together, and this is the wings too. So, all right. So now we're gonna go ahead and get everything hung up and make this place like Hogwarts. To the little archway, we have it hung up. I'm getting really frustrated though because our air vent is right over here, and we cut the air off because it keeps like creating like a vacuum, so it's pulling these two towards us and doing that little mess right there, and it's making me so mad, and I don't know why it won't cut off. Hopefully it will soon. You can probably hear it, but I went ahead and cut out the 9 3/4, and I just folded the tape so you couldn't see the tape, it's behind it, and just put it on top. And yeah, I think it looks really cool aside from this little part right here. It's kind of annoying, but whatever, it's fine. It looks kind of cool, so I'll take it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tie these little bulbs. I'll link them down below. We got them from Walmart. They're 98 cents. And we're just going to, they came with bases and all, but we took them off and we're going to put batteries in them. But we're just going to tie some fishing line to it and then hang them from the ceiling. So I'm giving up on the snitches. These did not totally dry and they're not staying, so they're just gonna fall. So I'm just gonna have to scrap these. So I would suggest if you're gonna do that, I would spray paint them or something else that's a little bit better material, because these are just not gonna work. So I managed to make one of them work. I literally stabbed it into a tack in the back, and then I used 2 tacks to attach the wings because it was just not wanting to stay with tape or anything, because that paint just, and the material, it just didn't work. So we're just gonna go with that, and I would recommend, like I said, using a different material, but I think that just for that, I think it works really good right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the potions, and I just bought these different colored glitters and these little tiny potion bottles because I couldn't find a bigger one. And we're just gonna put these in the little containers, and we're gonna put them with our magic book that we made. favorite videos I think I've ever done. I seriously enjoyed making all of the treats and just surprising Liz with all of the decor because she loves Harry Potter so much. And she had no idea that we were going to decorate and let alone make the decorations. So whenever she got here and saw that they were all up, she was super surprised, and it just made me really happy. And I realized that I had seen up until like the 5th movie, I believe. Like I kind of started remembering everything as I watched the movies. I just saw them kind of long ago, so I forgot a good bit of them, but I seriously enjoyed watching Harry Potter, and it was so cool because like they would be drinking butterbeer and we had our own butterbeer, and then the parts of PolyJuice Potion came up. I had my own PolyJuice Potion. Like I felt like I was actually in Hogwarts, and that was the goal, and we did that, and I had more sugar than I've had in a long time, but I don't care. It was so worth it. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. It's very different from anything that I have done before on my channel, but if you like videos like this, let me know, and maybe we can do some more little movie inspired parties like that, because I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it again, but even like take it up a notch, which I feel like would be kind of hard to do because I think we did pretty well. I am wanting to read the books as well, so hopefully I can read the books before we do it again. She said the books go into more depth, so I really would like to delve into those. So, but that's the goal. But if you want to make any of the recipes that we made, I included the butterbeer recipe and a little bit of the PolyJuice Potion, but as far as like the butterbeer cake that she made and just writing out the recipes of everything, I'll have everything linked down below, as well as all of the PDFs that I used for like the I'll have all of the links for like the PDFs for the wanted posters, the 9 3/4 sign, and like all the other little goodies, and the picture of Myrtle that I put in the bathroom, which I thought was kind of funny, which that was actually Cooper's idea. That was a good idea that he had. I have all of that linked down below, so if you decide to have your own Harry Potter party and you want to do any of these little decor ideas, I will have them down below for you so that you are able to do them as well. But if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!